All right, Harden family. I want to show you the next update video on Emmy, show you what we're doing, talk to you about a couple of things for where we're headed with Emmy. First off, I have to tell you, we have suffered a tragic loss. Her pretty pink color, she finally managed to roughhouse enough to destroy her pretty pink color. It did not survive. It was getting a little small on her anyway, but uh, I was pretty sad when she lost her pretty collar. It was very sad. But anyway, Emmy is doing fine. Today I'm going to show you we're kind of in what I would describe as the final stages of horse fetch. Emmy has been working through this process, I would say very typical, very normal. Not really any major problems, just lots of little things we've been tweaking along the way. I think everything is on track. We're doing fine. Our first hunt test is going to be in March 21st, that weekend. So we've got, based on the recording this video, I've got about 4 weeks before we're going to go. I think Emmy will be ready for that. I am planning on her going. She is retrieving well, and she is excited about this process. Here. Nope. Hey, come on, baby. Here. And so what I'm going to show you is how we're going to tweak. Good girl. Here. Heel. Sit. Good. Give. Good girl. Good. That's a good girl. She loves praise. Like Emmy is very verbally motivated. Good girl. Here. Heel. Sit. Good. Give. So she's now retrieving and delivering to hand very nicely. I'm very happy with this. So that's coming along well. And definitely with Emmy, what's great here, heel, sit, good, is she is easily controlled with voice commands. She is what I would describe as sensitive. She's not like, she's not soft, she's not timid, she's not spineless. She's sensitive, she's definitely a dog that if you fuss at her, she'll be like, oh no, like it hurts her feelings. Like it really bothers her. But anyway, what we are doing when we finish up force fetch, the last part of this is we're going to be using e-collar fetch. Now, e-collar fetch is exactly the same as ear pinch fetch, except we're using light e-collar stem in place of the ear pinch. The purpose of this is a couple of things. First and foremost, it allows us to be able to make a correction if the dog drops or refuses. We can apply the fetch command and give a correction immediately. So it provides speed, which is essential in dog training. Timing is everything. The next thing that it allows us to do is to be able to make a correction at a distance. I don't have to walk to the dog and physically touch their ear to get them to respond. So we want to make sure that the dog understands how to use the e-collar. Also, this pays dividends long down the road having a dog that's e-collar conditioned. So what I always do with my e-collars is I always put them on myself first, and I put it on the setting that I use on most dogs, which is a level 2. Nope, see, and I couldn't feel that because it wasn't on the right setting. There, I could feel that. Yeah, just barely feel that. Okay, so I can feel the sensation on my arm. So I always test the device on myself first to make sure that we are that the level is correct, that there's not something faulty with the device. So we make sure that it's working as advertised. Right. So what I'm going to do is we put the e-collar on Emmy, and you can tell she's like, oh boy, here we go. She's a little nervous about this, and of course she's, like I said, she's sensitive. So we don't ever really have to. I mean, we don't have to. I mean, we don't ever crack down on Emmy. She's like, a sweetheart. So we put the e-collar on, and then we're going to do our usual heel. Good girl. Good. Here. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Good. All right. Also, the e-collar is a nice clarification for the dog to help them to understand, hey, it's time to focus. Let's get your game face on because it's time to work. And so what we do is we got her sitting here nicely, right? Look how she sits here like a statue. She's such a good girl. Like she really is very pleasant. She's a sweet dog to have around. Um, so what we do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to um, use the e-collar when I say the F word to get the stick in your mouth. And she at this point is thoroughly understands pressure related with fetch. She is, I would call her force fetched at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch her ear, fetch, good girl, and then we walk, heel, good girl, good, here, heel, sit, good dog. She comes into heel so nicely. Like this is a lot of polish. Like she looks really good. I'm very happy with like her mechanics are clean. Is the way I describe it. She's very give. She's very controlled. And also right there when I took that from her, it was a nice. She had a good grip. Like I had to pull it out of her mouth, which is what we want to see. Okay, so now we do the same thing down here. We're going to put the stick down here. Fetch. Good girl. Heel. Good. Nope. Nope. Come here, baby. Here. Good. Heel. Sit. Good dog. Give. Good. Good girl. And we'll roll the stick away from her. Come on. Come on, baby. Right here. Fetch. Good girl. Heel. Right here. Heel. Nope. Fetch. See, we had a drop, and we can easily correct with the e-collar. Good. Good girl. Give. Good dog. Good. So I'm really happy with this progress. I mean, at this point, we continue to do more reps. Come on, here. Come on, good girl. Fetch. Nope. Fetch. Fetch. Come on, come on. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. We're giving a little resistance here. That's okay. Fetch. Good. Here. Heel. Sit. Good dog. Good. All right, so there we had a little bit of a correction. Easy to control. And we can fix these little, glitches, if you will, here in the shop before we start taking it outside. Good girl. Give. Good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the leash off of her. And then we'll end with some fun stuff of playing with the bird again. Look what I got. Huh? What have I got? Huh? Oh, boy. So she gets to go pick up her bird. No, not going to get him. You're a little upset. Come here, baby. Hey. Hey, oh, it's okay. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Good. Fetch. Here. Right here, baby. Emmy. Here. Heel. Sit. Good. Give. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good. Oh, yes. Are we giving kisses? Are we giving kisses? Huh? Here he goes. And you can see how her demeanor changes. Like like I said, she's sensitive. Come here, baby. Right here. Emmy. Here. Good. Good. Here. Good girl, Emmy. Here. Heel. Sit. Good dog. Give. Good girl. So at this point, I'm happy with her progress. We've got little pieces we're fine tuning with her force fetch. At this point, we have started doing prep work for the hunt tests. And what I mean by that is doing marked retrieves outdoors. Emmy has done fine with that. We have kind of the same little mechanical issues when we're doing that outside. And so that's why we're continuing to sort of fine tune in here to get that right. And then we'll really get that polished up when she's outside. But all in all, Emmy's doing fine. I think we're on pace. Hey, come on, get that collar off you. We're on pace for starting hunt tests here in about 4 weeks. So I'll be in touch with you guys about, there'll be a little bit of registration stuff that we'll have to do, and I'll kind of walk you through that. And actually, I can help. It's pretty easy. We do it a bunch, so it's not a big deal. But all in all, Emmy's doing fine. I think we're on track, and everything's doing great.